Do you feel pressure to look a certain way for marketability? To be honest, no, I don't. I mean, I look the way I look no matter what. And trust me, I'm one of the people that sometimes I don't know, too skinny because I have to cut a lot of weight. Sometimes I'm super chubby because, I like to eat a lot. And I have no problem about that. I mean, I don't use filters on social media. I don't really use makeup. So I'm pretty good with the way I am, and I don't have any problem, trying to make myself marketable. I think I'm just the way I am, and that's what brings people close to me, because they feel that, if you have somebody to manage your social media, then people are always going to feel that. They're going to feel that what you are posting, it's fake and it's not you. And for me, if I feel to post something, I post. If not, I don't post for a month. And same thing with the way I look. I don't know, I have long hair and I feel like that attracts a lot. But I love long hair. My mom loves long hair, and she'll probably kick my ass if I'll cut it. So that's one of the main reasons I look the way I look. More than that, I don't feel like I have to look in a certain way. I like tattoos, so that's why I choose to have tattoos, not because somebody pushed me or because I wanted to look in a certain way. No, I don't feel pressured in any way. What made you pursue a career in professional MMA? I don't really know. I feel like all this fighting thing started by mistake, or it just happened. First I started judo, then kickboxing, then I started fighting MMA without even knowing that's gonna be an MMA fight. I just found out the day of the fight that it's gonna be an MMA fight. So I don't know, and then I felt like after a while, just training, I felt like I'm not good at something else. I cannot do something else. I didn't know, like, if I would think about myself not being a fighter, I don't know what my life will be. I don't know what else I can be. So I just end up fighting, and I would just keep going. Is the gym dynamic different for women fighters? I don't know how the gym dynamic is for guys, so I don't really know if it's different for women fighters. But for me, probably, I feel like, I don't know, I act pretty much like a guy at the gym, so I don't think that's a change. I don't think that it's a change between me and my teammates. No difference, so I think that's all. How do you balance your identity outside MMA? I don't really think I have a life outside MMA. I mean, I am who I am just because of fighting, and I do this since I was a kid. So I don't really know how life will be outside of MMA. Like, even when it's my personal life and I go, out to do something, I'm still that fighter. I'm still the person. I'm still Diana Belbita, the fighter. So that's pretty much all. I don't think I have a life outside of fighting. What's the biggest misconception about women in UFC and MMA? I think people are going to judge me after this answer, but I have to answer it short and clear. Not all women MMA fighters have OnlyFans. Let's understand that. And not all of us want that. Who has it? That's fine. I'm sure you guys can see on their social media and can check it. But not all of us have that, So I feel like that's the biggest problem, because I always have to deal with a lot of messages about that, and I don't have one, and I'm not interested to have one. And the second problem that I think is, it's a lot of people, especially men, they think women in MMA is useless. That girls should not fight, they should be in the kitchen. Well, we fight. We are athletes, first of all. It's not just about fighting, it's about practicing a sport, which we do, like some of them are runners or gymnasts. They are fighters, women fighters, and that's us. Does being a female fighter affect your dating life? It's funny because most of the interaction with guys, especially guys that are not fighters, are, oh, please don't beat me up, or I will take you on a date, but please don't beat me up. Well, I don't beat people up on my time off. I don't know how other girls deal with dating life. I always feel like I don't really have a dating life. Like, I didn't really go on a dates or meet many people. Don't forget that I never date a guy that was not a fighter. My boyfriend is currently a fighter. He used to fight in UFC. So for me, I feel like fighting helped me because, I met only guys from this sport. So I don't know how it's out of fighting the dating life. So I don't think it affects me. I think it helps me. What recently made you really frustrated or angry? I'm not a person that gets frustrated easy or angry, so I don't think I have many problems with this. Lately I deal with a lot of injuries, so I think that's what eats me alive because I cannot train 100%, I cannot fight 100%, and I think that makes me angry and it's pretty frustrating. How do you unwind and relax outside of training? To be honest, I feel like my life is pretty boring. I mean, all I do is train, and more than that, I just help other people get better in training and sport. So I don't feel like I do much. I think all I do is come home and watch some TV shows, historical Korean dramas, some other Vikings shows, some vampire and werewolf shows, and I think that's pretty much all. What I love to do is to go to the park and pet most of the dogs. I think that's how I feel better.